Okay, we have another rectangle piece that's going to go in there, and then we have to make another trapezoid piece, and then we just have to kind of like reset those boards, platforms in there. Alright, we got this rectangle put in. You see, as the ground, it's kind of hard to see, but as the ground starts to dry more, it's not mushy, so it doesn't tamp as well. But before, I used to just step on these and smush down. So, but have no fears. The next good rainfall in the next couple days, it'll be soggy, and we'll come and step on it. But that, I think we're going to try to lift this one up and lay that down a little bit lower. You can see we dug that one out and lowered it so it all matches up better, so it's very nice. So, oh, excuse me. Yep, so now that's what she's looking like. We got one more trapezoid piece on the end here, and then we'll pull up these two sections and reset those in there. Alright, we got to build this section, which means we got to work on the pool deck to get the rest of the boards I need. Alright, here's what we thought was going to be our last trapezoid section to fit in here, but it looked like it was going to overlap that a bit, and when I pulled it up, you can kind of see it was a little bit bigger than what showed on the surface, and that's probably got to get reworked somehow. Not quite sure how it gets reworked. I think that bottom 2x4 is alright. That's about the rest. Alright, so let's put that piece in here and see if we can make that work. Alright, after further review of the play on the field, I think this one has to go there to get the right curve here. And I may have to take that bottom rectangle and make it into a trapezoid to fit into here. But this one's got to come up too, just to somehow, you guys see what, damn mosquitoes, see what's there and blend it in. Alright, I think I got to pull that other one out. Okay, we swapped out that one. Took the rectangle out, put the trapezoid in. I think I got to make that rectangle into a trapezoid, which should kick it enough, I guess, to... Alright, we got up the other one. This is what the other one looked like. I don't know how much is salvageable out of those. They want it to be said that they served well, and they did. That's probably been there, God, 20 years probably. Got those. My brother replaced his deck the first time. I think that was all cedar or whatever. And he gave me all his panels. I was going to use them for wet spots on the trail. That was one of the wet spots. So that's been sitting there in service, which much appreciation and gratitude for the service it did. Yes, so thank you. Alright, we got reworked the rectangle to a trapezoid. And that's going to go in here, and then we're going to see what to do about these two pieces that we pulled out of here. Alright, we got our last piece in. Now this was, starting to get dry here. Now it's going to be up in the 80s, 90s next week. This is starting to dry out. If I needed, this was muddy, I'd turn those sideways and lay them in here just to get through. I like those to dry out so that I can salvage what I can and do in here, but I have a lip here, so I have to do something with that lip. So I'm going to leave this like this and let it dry. Alright, so I put those down just to kind of show what it would look like. Those are rectangles. I turn them the other way, but it doesn't really line up. So what I need to do is, I guess, make like probably 2 or 3 more trapezoids to really get that cut over to the middle of the trail where I need it to be. All right, well, that's just a cluster waiting to happen, right? I mean, I really can't leave that like that. So I'm going to pull those up, lean them against the tree so that they dry. Get some type of transition thing going there. And then we will have to see what kind of, yeah, I don't know that too much of this is salvageable to build some more trapezoids. This is all pretty shot. But we will have to wait till we have some more decking boards available from somewhere. We'll just put a good intent. And when they show up, we will make some more trapezoids. All right.